How's the situation?
Malik has disappeared and taken everything and everybody who would work for me with him. He said he was headed for the mountains. He couldn't stand it here anymore. The hordes of monsters pouring out of the pass every day into the high pastures are really getting to me. If at least I had a few helpers or mercenaries. There was even one who was willing to work for me. Changed his mind, though. I think his name was Wolf.
There he is. Now you shall feel the power of the Master. You cannot elude it. There he is. There he is.
What are you doing here?
I fled here from Bengar's farm. I didn't want to be butchered by all those creatures coming out of the pass. You can't imagine what sort of things came out of the pass the last few days.
I can.
I couldn't care less.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
I've got no time for things like that.
Why aren't you working?
Haven't you heard yet?
No secret.
The Paladins have arrested Bennett.
So sure.
That was no big deal.
I can't believe that.
Where have you been?
I was in the Valley of Mines. There are dragons there. They gave the Paladins a pretty hard time.
So? Then there really is something to the stories. Lee will be interested.
Nobody wants to know that.
Have you got something for me to do?
Have you seen those black hooded guys creeping by here? Those people give me the willies, I'll tell you. When I was at sea, I saw some pretty curious things, but those fellows really scare me. They went in the direction of the bandit camp in the mountains at the southern end of the valley. Maybe you should go there and check on those guys, and do away with them.
I'm in enough trouble.
I want to improve my abilities.
That was obvious. I agree with you completely.
You didn't get that from me.
Good. Now you can use your abilities better.
That's all just gossip.
Just have to listen.
That's not what I heard.
And there's more, believe me.
That's not what I heard. To the wrong people.
I've got no time.
Everything.
Ah, it's good that you've come.
What's up?
He never would have
I
thought of
found
that
this in the
himself.
old chapel. It's a magic rune. I think it will teleport you straight back here to the farm. I thought you might be able to use
That
it.
was obvious all along.
I have freed Gorn.
Yes, you already told me. Good work. He's worth more than Silvio and his boys put together.
It can't go on like this forever.
I've come from the Valley of Mines. The castle there was attacked by dragons.
So it's true. Lars said that rumors about dragons are circulating through the city. I didn't believe it. What about the paladins?
They've been thoroughly decimated.
Good. Maybe now Lord Hagen will think again about my offer. And if not, then we'll find another way to get out of here.
That was obvious all along.
Do you have better armor for me?
I sure do.
Give me the heavy armor.
Here, very good armor. It's the same that I wear.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Don't you have anything else for me to do?
You can't get enough, You're in plenty of trouble as it is. What else do you want then?
Another assignment. I'm a mercenary, remember?
All right, I've got something. It's just the thing for you.
Nobody will.
I have a debt to settle with the judge in town. I'd actually prefer to do it myself, but the paladins wouldn't let me within a stone's throw of his house. The thing has to be handled with a bit of consideration, so pay attention. You'll go to the judge and offer him your services. You'll try to win his trust and carry out some dirty work for him until you find something to incriminate him. The swine has done so many dirty jobs that it stinks to high heaven. Bring me something I can use to blacken his name with the militia, so that he spends the rest of his life molding in the slammer. But I don't want you to kill him. That would be too quick. I want him to suffer, understand? Do you think you can do that?
I've got my own opinion about that.
No problem. How much?
Your reward depends on what you bring me, so make an effort.
It was just like you said.
What about Bennett?
So you heard about that. The bastards have locked him up, just like that. As if I didn't have enough problems with my own people. Now I have to take care of the paladins too.
It was just like you said.
What will you do about Bennett?
I don't know yet. A few of the boys would like to run to the city and knock Lord Hagen's teeth down his throat. Luckily, we don't have enough people for an operation like that. And besides, it's not my style.
Are you going to stay here and see what happens then?
Certainly not. Lars is still in the city and trying to find out how we can get Bennett out of there. Until that happens, I'm trying to calm my people. I only hope that Lars doesn't take too long.
I'm not telling you
Oh
anything
yes,
new.
before I forget, Buster wants to talk to you. He wouldn't tell me what it was about. Maybe you should go see him.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I've heard a thing or two.
Can I help you in this matter with Bennett?
Sure, a bit of intelligence and sanity certainly wouldn't hurt in this matter. Enos knows there are enough idiots running around here. Go to the city and see if you can find a way to get Bennett out of there. But don't be too long about it. I don't know how much longer I can keep the men under control.
I've heard a thing or two.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Where did you pick
Everything all right with you?
You saved my ass, man. I'll never forget that.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
What weapons do you have to offer?
Only the best. Just take a look at them.
You have to step in and sort things out.
Is it really true?
Don't say you didn't know that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Yeah, he really said that.
I already thought as much.
You really believe that?
I will never
Just
change.
like you said.
Never change. Do you really believe I agree with
I
you.
couldn't get away with that.
I may have found a job for you on Bengar's farm.
Let's hear it.
The pass to the Valley of Mines comes out directly at Bengar's farm. He's got problems with all the beasts who squeeze through the pass. Someone needs to defend Bengar's farm.
That would be something. Then at least I'd be away from the farm here and wouldn't have to stare at the smithy.
Really should have known better.
Agreed. And since you're one of us, I'll make you a fair price. Just give me 300 gold coins and I'm on my way.
Here's your gold.
Good. I'm off then to see those beasts. Let's see who else on this farm I can enlist. See you later.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I'm staying out of it.
Like Beliar himself was after him. Got my own opinion.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That will never change.
Been there, done that.
The Master wants your head. No one can save you now.
That's been known a long time.
I wouldn't be so sure.
The black-hooded men in the mountains are no longer with us.
You were able to deal with them? Good man. I didn't trust those guys one bit. They were bound to cause a lot of trouble.
I never knew that. He really said that. I agree with you completely.
But he knew that all along. I don't know why he gets so worked up.
It was his decision, wasn't
That was obvious all along.
Bengar needs you. He wants you to come back to his farm.
I'm not crazy. As long as we have to live defenseless on the farm, I'm not budging an inch from here.
I've hired a mercenary. He will keep an eye on the farm.
That's different, of course. But wait a minute. Who's paying the guy then?
That's my problem.
No chance to say no, eh?
No.
Good. Then I'll go back. I hope the lad's good for something.
There he is.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
You don't have to ask me that.
I've heard a thing or two.
I found you the mercenary you wanted.
I've never seen anyone like that on my farm. I can only hope it'll work out. Here, take this. I think you'll find it useful.
Malik is back.
It's about time. I thought I'd never see him again.
Anything's possible.
Of course we got him in the end.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
You already know what I think.
I believe this is going to change.
Is it really?
Hey, you! I'm back from the Valley of Mines.
High time, too. What did you see?
You were right. The land's been overrun by an entire army of the enemy. Orcs are besieging the castle, and dragons have laid whole areas to waste. It won't be long before they attack Corinus, if I'm not mistaken. Lester said you wanted to see me at once. What the hell has happened here in the meantime?
The enemy has learned who you really are, and that you're planning to get hold of the Eye of Enos. He has recognized the threat. It has forced him to leave his cover and openly attack. The game of hide and seek is over. Yesterday, nobody knew what the enemy's attack would look like. Now it has become only too obvious.
I finally got the proof that Lord Hagen demanded of me.
What proof is that?
I received a letter from Garand, the commander of the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. In it, he asks for reinforcements.
That should be enough to convince that militant warhorse. Well done.
What will be the next step now?
Go and bring Lord Hagen the letter from Garand, so that he may grant you access to the Eye of Enos. Then go to the monastery and talk to Pyrokar. He must give you the eye. Nothing is more important than getting this artifact away to safety. Go now before it's too late. The enemy will also try to lay his hands on it.
I was attacked by magicians in black robes.
The enemy has many faces. The Seekers are one of them. They're really the ones who prepare the ground for the enemy. They have taken up their positions in strategic places and are now only waiting for an opportunity to spring the trap. Stay out of their way. They are very powerful magical beings, and they will try to deter you at any cost.
Now you shall feel the power of the Master. You cannot elude it.
Any new developments in the last few days?
Just go down the path to the city. If you run into a fellow with a black robe, then you'll know what's new.
Well, don't get all worked up.
Beat it!
There he is.
How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road and on my farm. I'm falling apart here.
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
Why don't you do anything about those black robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one